Okay, so we have two forces, they are collinear, and when they have the same direction, the resultant force, the total force is 10 newtons. When they have opposite directions, the total force is 6 newtons. And it has the same direction with F1. When the total force has always the same direction with the big force. When we have two opposing motion, the big one wins. And the total force has always the same direction with the big one. So by saying that the total force is equal, it has the same direction with F1, that means that the F1 is higher than F2. So this is the case. What I can do is draw separately the total force and say, oh, so the total force here will be found by adding these two, and it definitely has the same direction. Well, the total force here will be different. It will have the direction of F1, but it's much smaller now. So what do we know? We know that when we add them up, when they have the same direction, the total force is found by adding them, and it is 10 newtons. In this case, the total force can be found by subtracting them, big minus the small one, and in this case it is 6 newtons. I don't care about this anymore. What I care for is that I have two equations with two unknowns. And as I said, what you can do is just add up the two equations. F1 plus F1, you have 2F1. This becomes 0, so this is 16 newtons. That means that F1 will be 8 newtons. And apparently, just because F1 and F2 make a 10, that means that F2 will be 2 newtons. That's the problem.